Yo, what's up everyone? I'm Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a game called Digital Devil Saga 2, but I'm seeing in the thumbnail it says Shin Megami Tensei. So I don't know if this is a debut or not. Let me know. I have no idea. And we're going to be checking out two songs, Alive and Battle for Survival, both from the channel Mega 10 Music. And Shoji Muguru, okay, yeah. So now that adds more confusing to the Persona thing, because I heard that Persona is Shin Megami Tensei, and now I'm seeing Shin Megami Tensei attached to Digital Devil Saga. Let me know what's up with that. These are requested by Triedge101, Xerox the Beautiful, and NS Dominator. Okay, well, SMT, Digital Devil Saga, Alive, or we're gonna be hearing first. So let's go now. Let's see when this was released. This immediately sounded very like 2000s to me as soon as the music started. PlayStation 2, 2005. Sounds like a anime intro. Shoji Meguro. He's become one of my favorite composers, dude. The vocals are Kayako Momota and Yumi Kawamura. You know what's wonderful about the universal language of music? I have no idea what they're saying. And yet, sick. That's Shoji. That has to be Shoji too. Ooh. That was the video. Oh, the bass. That's probably him playing bass too. Oh, sick. I feel like I've seen this flower right here. Is this like a famous logo? Or maybe it's just a flower that's common and I've just seen it before. But I feel like I've seen that. That exact shape. I like the whole graphic here. We got like these hexagon stuff, the flower, this thing with the person inside. Just looking at that, I would have no idea what kind of game this is. It's like disco, but oh man. Shoji doesn't miss. Damn, okay. Yeah, so I'm not even gonna Google it. The only thing I Googled was when it was released. You guys feel free to tell me. I don't know anything about Persona, SMT, or anything. The only things I do know is just been from the channel and you guys telling me stuff. Here's what I do know. Or I think I know. Persona is a spin-off of Shin Megami Tensei? I could be wrong. Or they changed their name? And I think is more centered around like teens to adults characters, and Shin Megami Tensei is like gods and deities, and it's a lot darker. The music is, I know what the music is different, right? It's a lot darker, different composer. And then now we have Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga 2. So, is it all fall under the umbrella of SMT? Is that like the series and these are all little chapters? Let me know. And also, how many Digital Devil Sagas are there? Because there's 2 at least. So, anyways, we still have another song to go to, but yeah, that was cool. I had no idea what they were saying. And I had this thought the other day. I even like tweeted it out. I think it's funny how, just like a little side tangent. So, hold on. But the universal language of music, I think, is so fascinating to me. You know, we can communicate with people all around the world just by music. You know what I mean? It's so fascinating. And the reason I brought that up is because I've been doing this now for like a little, like 2.5 years, something like that. And I get comments from around the world. All over the place. I have to like Google Translate them a lot sometimes. And it made me think, I'm like, damn, dude, like there's people that watch me and have no idea what the hell I'm saying. They can just see my like facial reactions and know what's happening. And I thought that was like a very beautiful thing. I'm like, damn. I mean, yeah, they kind of miss out on stuff I'm saying. I could be totally like ragging on it, but I don't know. I just find that very interesting that you can, you know. Anyways, geek moment. I love music, so. Alive, you know, that sounded to me very, very intro, or I don't know, it's hard to say. A lot of time intros sound like outros, both in regular music and in like anime stuff and in games. So I could totally hear this in credits at the end, and I can totally hear it at the beginning. You know what I mean? That's always been kind of a fascination of mine. Like, there's not sometimes stuff sounds like very intro, but it's almost always underlying, like, oh, well, it sounds kind of like an outro as well. So I'll just take a guess that it's either at the beginning or the end. It sounds like a theme. And I'm guessing Alive is probably a big reference to most of the story arc, right? Yeah, that's about it. Cool, funky, you know, very like disco-like. I love Shoji and pretty much everything he touches. I know he's a guitar player, so I'm pretty sure that was him. And probably the bass too. Yeah, that was good. Really, really good. But we have another one to go through, and that's Battle for Survival. Which I'm gonna take another guess that this is in-game and probably a battle theme. Let's see. It's a short one. So I would have to assume this is another JRPG turn-based type of thing. Let me know. But yeah, the first one was good, by the way. It was vocals by Kyoko Momoda and Yumi Kawamura. Let me know if they've done anything prior or if they're known for other stuff. Lyrics Miku Hazuki and of course Shoji Meguro. This one is just Shoji Meguro, so it's probably instrumental. Battle for Survival. More of a bite to it, a little more edge. This sounds more Shin Megami Tensei to me. The game. Super fast percussion and super slow guitar melody. That's fast. I love the synths. They seem out of place, but they're good. Yeah, those are really like odd placings for that synthesizer, but it sounded cool. Like, to me, this is like the energy of the song is like percussion and guitar. So hearing these like little sprinkles of keyboard is cool. Yeah, I'm definitely a battle. Oh, that's catchy. Da, 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 da. There it is again. Kind of bathing the song. Very easy on the guitar. You could learn this on your first day. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here that all these games fall under the kind of JRPG umbrella of turn-based style of gameplay. It sounded very much like I don't know if there's random encounters in this game, but it sounded like it could be that. Or whenever there is a fight, this is kind of like your generic battle theme type of thing. Please let me know. But who knows? Honestly, when it comes to battle themes, they're a little vague sometimes, because at the same time, that was intense enough and cool enough for like a mini boss or an actual boss. Because if that was just like a generic battle theme, that's pretty intense. It was pretty cool. It was very fast. The whole thing reminded me of like an arcade. I don't know how else to explain that, but just like the energy of an arcade. Every time you step into one, you got all these flashing lights and people talking and all these games and lights going off. For some reason, like that energy of a song just reminds me of arcades. I have no idea why, it just does. So this one, clearly different. No vocals, none of that. It was just hard rocking, cool edge, crazy fast drums, and very melodic electric guitar with just some simple power chords. Right, the guitars weren't doing much, just dun 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 dun. And then the leads were just kind of, full of delay signals and just kind of really long notes that just kind of bathe the whole song, and very melodic. Meanwhile, like that crazy fast percussion's going on, so it's a trip hearing two different speeds like that. There's a game that does that very well, and this Toho. Toho is like, well, Toho is a lot of things, but if you've ever wanted to experience and then like ding 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 piano and trumpets, yeah. So yeah, I could hear here's what I get from me. Mind you, I only know these games from their music. And I seem to have kind of worked my way backwards, right? I started with Persona, then I did SMT, and now I'm doing this. Or is this SMT? I don't know. But it sounds like I can hear the progression of the music. That's why I looked up when it was made. I was like, 2005? Okay. This sounds to me, mind you, I don't know when it started, but it sounds to me like this is kind of the early roots of this series. Because I can hear hints of Persona in there, and hints of SMT's like darker stuff. So I feel like this was kind of the base. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I want to know. But to me, I'm saying it feels like this is where it all like kind of all began, and ideas started to form here and go from there. I guess it sounds like a young Shoji Meguro is what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. It's really weird coming up with these analogies and stuff from just hearing some songs. I've only heard a fraction of the whole catalog of library music that this series has, but it's still, I can kind of garner some opinion on it as an outsider, and just kind of, as a musician too, I'm just like, oh, I can hear the advancement, I could hear the chops growing, I could hear, you know what I mean? It's cool. So even though I don't have experience with the game, and I don't have that side that you guys have, I have what you may not have. I have like 20 years of musical more, but instrument experience, so I can have that approach to it. So it's interesting how that works. But that's the love and cool nature of video game music. It's music at the end of the day. Cool. Battle for Survival. Let me know. So, to me, it sounds, well, kind of vague, but it sounds like either a generic battle theme or a like boss theme. But it's definitely a conflict of some kind. Thank you, Thank you, Triage, Xerox the Beautiful, and NS Dominator for that. Let me know when these play, and let me know whatever you want to tell me about SMT DDS 2. All right. And also, is this logo from somewhere? Or is this just like a flower that I can't think of right now? And I don't know. Anyways, thank you to my patrons. Platinum members, thank you so much. Thanks to you for watching. Take it easy.